Hi, my name's Kent Anderson. I'm the Pro-Vice Chancellor International at University of Adelaide and a Professor of Law here in Adelaide. University of Adelaide is the third oldest university in Australia, founded in 1874. We're extremely proud of that tradition, and we're proud of the excellence that goes with that. We presently have 5 Nobel Prizes, and we look to do more with our partners in China to increase that number. The University of Adelaide has always had a strong engagement with China. It goes back to the early 1950s when Chinese language was established as part of our undergraduate degree here. China and international engagement has been a fundamental part of the university since its establishment.
The City of Adelaide is an incredibly beautiful city in the south of Australia. 1.1 million people, listed as the 5th most livable city on the face of the planet by The Economist magazine. It's a really dynamic, lively, beautiful place and some of the cleanest skies in the entire world. We have a really strong background in culture, arts, as well as industrial activity. We are now turning towards being an entrepreneurial city, a great city for young people, and a city that is going to turn to the 21st century information economy.
My name is Mo Gao. I'm the director of the Confucius Institute at the University of Adelaide. I'm also a professor of Chinese Studies at the Center for Asian Studies. Like other Confucius institutes, our main aim is to serve the University of Adelaide by promoting the teaching of Chinese language and by promoting the understanding of Chinese culture and promoting the relationship between Australia and China.
Presently, the University of Adelaide has 25,000 students, 15% of which come from China. It's our largest cohort of a very large and internationally diverse group of students. We have exchange programs with a number of universities. One of our most significant is with Shandong University, our Confucius Institute partner, as the only center in South Australia in an area that has deep ties with China and particularly Shandong province. We think the Confucius Institute is a model of excellence for what Confucius Institutes can do anywhere in the world.
I was appointed by the University of Adelaide in year 2008. Apart from me, the director, there is the deputy director, Dr. Zhang Ning, and there is a Chinese co-director, Professor Yang Guang from Shandong University. Under this leadership of these directors, there is our executive officer, Aaron Duff. And Aaron Duff manages office daily, and under him there is a business manager and also an administrative officer, and plus a number of volunteers sent from Shandong University to help with our work. The main body that manages the Confucius Institute is called the Management Committee, and that consists of several people at the University of Adelaide, and is chaired by Professor Kent Anderson. The advisory committee is set up to give advices to what we should do at the Confucius Institute. Most of them are members from the local communities.
The Confucius Institute at the University of Adelaide supports our language programs. Chinese is one of the largest language programs at the University of Adelaide, with hundreds of students signing up every year to deepen their knowledge of not only Chinese language, but Chinese culture. The best of these students are able to go on the study tour with the Confucius Institute to our partner in Shandong University. We've been doing this for the 7 years that we've had a Confucius Institute. One of the unique things about the Confucius Institute at Adelaide University is its engagement with the local community. With Memorandum of Understanding with some of the leading primary schools throughout the South Australia region, this is bringing Chinese into communities, into homes, into dinner tables, where it wouldn't be otherwise.
你好，我是 Aaron Duff， 中文名字叫杜人。我是南澳洲人，在南澳长大，也是在阿德莱德大学学习过汉语。我觉得我现在在阿德莱德孔子学院的工作，也给南澳洲带来很多的好处。小时候，我们这里根本没有看重中国，也没有机会学习中文，更没有一个孔子学院来支持学习汉语的人。 所以说，我觉得特别的骄傲，有这次机会可以帮助更多当地的学生了解中国的历史、文化和语言。我们孔子学院也支持南澳当地中文老师的工作。我们学院有一个图书馆，也给很多教材资料，帮助他们做文化活动，也提供许多培训的机会。Adelaide的孔子学院有许多项目支持当地学生学习汉语，比如说孔子学院奖学金、中学生汉语桥比赛以及孔子课堂等。2013年，共有15人通过Adelaide大学孔子学院申请奖学金，前往中国大学学习。我们学院还有来自南澳、西澳、北领地和首都特区的19名选手参加了在Adelaide举办的中学生汉语桥比赛。
The Confucius Institute does a lot of things. One of the things it does is to run the SHK. It's called a 汉语水平考试. It's like an English TOEFL test. We manage 3 areas: ICT, the Northern Territory, and South Australia. One of the things we do to promote teaching of Chinese language and culture is to help the schools in the state of South Australia. We do it in 2 ways. One is to invite the school children to come to the university to have a tour and a workshop. And also we send our teachers and volunteers to schools to give them demonstrations of calligraphy, paper cutting, and dancing and Tai Chi and so on and so forth, to make them interested in Chinese language and culture. Like last year, for instance, the students who participated in this kind of activities are more than 5,000. One of the brand making program is what we call the China briefings. And in that program, we run 3 or 4 times a year. And we always choose a topic that is mostly concerned, relevant to Australia, about China, and invite speakers internationally to talk about it. In order to promote understanding of China within the South Australian community, we offer a number of tours. We offer tours for the politicians, the parliamentarians, for the school principals, and a tour for school teachers, and a tour for students. One of the things we do is to run an annual lecture. We usually choose a topic that is probably considered to be sensitive and controversial, like the human rights in China, the Tibetan questions. And these events are very successful, well known internationally. For instance, we invited Professor Barry Saltman from the Hong Kong University of Technology to talk about ethnic policies in China. And ABC actually ran the program in their Big Ideas series. We do lots of things to engage with the local community. One of the things we do is, for instance, to get in contact with local councils. We run workshops and we try to set them up to have contacts with cities in China. Adelaide has a high profile because we have done lots of things that is widely reported by the media. Just then I mentioned about ABC, but also the SBS radio, ABC radio, and local Chinese media. Our police tour is reported by the People's Daily website. And the boss of Shandong University himself wrote a piece about this success of our tour. One of the new developments out of this cooperation working together, we're going to have 2 new Confucius classrooms to be established. So this is a step forward in promoting teaching of Chinese languages at schools, and a step forward in our cooperation with the Department of Education. We started the business series this year as well. So we are going to have more contact, more work with the local community, and to make them have a better understanding of China and to make them improve contacts with China.
Well, I take, and the City of Adelaide takes, our relationship with China incredibly seriously. We support Chinese New Year, and in fact we've just signed only our 5th sister city, the first in 30 years, with Qingdao. I'm determined to improve that relationship and work with our state government, who is also a sister state relationship with Shandong province. We have great university to university, business to business, as well as government to government relationships. The Confucius Institute at the University of Adelaide does a tremendous job of connecting the dots and raising the profile of China here in Adelaide. Whether it's the great training and cultural education that they do, not only with the City Council as well as private sector, they're also providing excellent strategic advice so we can develop our understanding of China and the role that Adelaide, South Australia and Australia can play in the future of the development of economic and cultural ties. They also do a great job of keeping us abreast of contemporary issues in China and events that are happening that are opportunities, as well as understanding the needs of Chinese people. Australian society genuinely understands our prosperity is based on developing fantastic, long-term, sustainable, positive relationships with China. We're doing everything we can in the City of Adelaide, and we really commend the Confucius Institute at the University of Adelaide for being an integral part of making that dream come true.